So here we are talking about technology and so on. You know, technology is a funny thing. For example, if you are concerned about cholesterol and you take a cholesterol pill, you might be surprised to realize that cholesterol pills, when taken properly and when they reduce cholesterol and so on, do not prevent a heart attack more than if you stayed your fat, high cholesterol self. They do prevent a second heart attack, but not the first. And you can go to the websites of Zocor and so on, cholesterol drugs and so on, and you will see that claim. We prevent the second heart attack, but they don't prevent the first. So what's the point if you haven't had one? Same thing with drugs, for example, for diabetes. Big study was supposed to show that if you have diabetes, you better take your metformin, you better take your drugs, and guess what? Huge study showed that diabetics that treat diabetes with diabetes drugs actually die sooner than fat diabetics that don't even bother to treat their disease. Arthritis, take your pain-killing pills, and they give you all sorts of diseases, the pills. Same with global warming. We better be sure that scientists agree from a purely scientific point of view that there's a problem. And right now what there is a huge conflict between the scientists. Many of them are saying that there is no problem with global warming and that the responsibility would be from man-made factories. Now, we all agree that pollution is bad, but pollution is different than CO2, because CO2 is a natural product that plants eat and require for survival. So right now what's really going on is it's very hot out there. There's a lot of accusations, the liberals and the Democrats are accusing the Republicans of killing the planet, and the Republicans are accusing the Democrats of spending too much money for nothing. Both points are valid, but the question is, where are the scientists? Not the scientists that were hiding emails for 10 years. No, those are not scientists. Those are pawns. Not the scientists that are getting paid when they have a certain position. The real scientists, the scientists that have nothing to lose one way or the other. The scientists that don't have political affiliations. Because, if you're going to start listening to the opinions of scientists that are a member of a political party, forget about it. You might as well listen to politicians. And as you know, politicians, they may know a lot, but they don't know anything about global warming and pollution. Those guys should be listening to the PhDs. The PhDs need to talk. Now, one more thing. The cleanup of whatever pollutants or global warming or CO2 that might need to be fixed, once the scientists agree, that technology is also right now moving forward. And cleaning up something with the technology of 10 years from now is going to be a lot cheaper and easier and faster than using the technology of today. In the same way that a computer today is a lot faster than a computer of 10 years ago. So while our scientists are fighting, and it's not going to be true until all agree, you know what I mean? Because in science, if there's one scientist out there showing some chart, and saying, look, I see here that da-da-da-da-da, you got to listen to that guy, because it's certainly not the scientists that are hiding emails and saying, oh, somebody stole our emails. How dare they? Well, hey, if you're fudging data, man, you got to be discredited and laughed out of town. I don't care what your position is. You have turned the corner. Right now, the global warming issue is not decided. And it would be a huge mistake to spend trillions of dollars firing millions of people who need a job to fix the wrong thing. So let's wait until the scientists agree. And once they do, then we act. And let's act smartly. Let's not go all hog wild giving cholesterol medicine that, if you read about cholesterol medicine, the day you start peeing brown is the day your muscles are coming out of your body, and the thing is fatal to half the people. And that's a pretty gruesome, ugly situation for taking a drug that is not going to prevent the first heart attack. So then, what's the point? You know, there's also so many other confounders. Like, for example, a glass of red wine lowers the risk of a heart attack by half, and some exercise also by half, and so many things. Eating omega-3 fish oils also lower the risk of heart disease by 20-30%. So there's so many things to do that it gets to the point you have to use your noodle before you go all out taking pills that do have real side effects, like death, for example. A percentage of people that take cholesterol drugs die of that disease, rhabdomyolysis, which is when the muscles dissolve inside the body and you pee them out. Very painful, very horrible death, and there's nothing that can stop it. So that's my message, and thank you for listening.